Good morning, Rainier Valley Church. This is Pastor Steve Pratt coming to you from my basement here. And I come to you with a very exciting, special announcement, and that's a birthday announcement. You don't think you do many birthdays in churches, but we're doing a birthday announcement today. That birthday announcement is not Pastor Kyle. It's not necessarily anybody that you see around you right now. It's the birthday of Rainier Valley Church. So happy birthday, Rainier Valley Church. This is our 6th birthday. On January 1st, 2015, Rainier Valley Church was planted and launched as an independent, Bible-believing, Jesus-following church. And this marks our 6th birthday of that plant. You know, as I was thinking about this, we've seen a lot, and we've gone through a lot as a church. Most church plants in the United States, if you look at the stats, I think it's that most of them maybe make it to their 5-year mark. And here we are at year 6. Now I tell you that not to feel proud necessarily or to be boasting that we've made it this far, because it's all God's grace. God has lavished us in ways through suffering, through conflict, through people, through adversity, through all these things to refine Rainier Valley Church and make us who we are today. We're not a perfect church, but we're a faithful church. And so the thing I just want to encourage you all with is a verse that came to my head when I was thinking about making this video, and it's from Philippians 1, verse 6. And some of you know this. I'll go ahead and read it to you. It says this: "And I, Paul, am sure of this, that he who began a good work in you will bring it to completion at the day of Jesus Christ." We are not guaranteed, ladies and gentlemen, our next breath, our next day on this earth. And really, as a church, it's the same thing. We're not guaranteed another year. We're not guaranteed another 6 years. But what we are guaranteed is that what God has began as the work in us, both in you as an individual Christian and also us as a church, is the work that he started. He's going to see it through. And that's good news. That's a promise that you can actually take to the bank. I want to just say thank you for the many of you all who have served in this church, who have, some of you have been a part of this since the very beginning. And you know that the ups and the downs of being faithful and staying committed to a single church. Those of you who are watching who have been a part of Rainier Valley Church, who have served, who have labored, who have toiled, who have built the foundation and allowed the good soil for the roots to take place. Some of you who've come in for a season and then left. I mean, all of that. It's all family. It all makes up Rainier Valley Church. And the mission statement that we started this church with 6 years ago is still true yesterday, 6 years ago, as it is today. And that is that because God loves us, Rainier Valley Church exists to do 3 things. Let's glorify God, love one another, and preach the gospel of Jesus Christ as we serve our neighbors and the nations. Whenever I read our church statement, mission statement, it gets me excited. It reminds me for why we're here. And I don't get excited about a lot of mission statements, but when I see our churches, I'm like, yeah, like, sign me up for that. Sign my family up for that. That's what I want to do. So anyway, with all that to say, happy birthday, Rainier Valley Church. This is an exciting time. It's a new year, and let's continue to be faithful. That's what God calls us to do, to put our hands to the plow, to not look back, and to continue forward, glorifying God, loving one another, and preaching the gospel to our neighbors, to ourselves, to our families. And that's what we're going to keep doing week after week, day after day, until the day that God calls any of us home, or that God closes the doors on this church. So just want to say thank you and happy birthday, Rainier Valley Church. If I had actually planned this a little bit better in advance, I'd actually have like a little prop, like a little cake with a candle, 6 little candles, but just imagine that's right here. Happy birthday, Rainier Valley Church.